Welcome back to the Free Forum Project. In this segment of the Sounding Off podcast, we are going to be discussing the collapsing American political arena, and how to make one simple change that would completely change the political landscape as we know it. The duopoly has seized a firm stranglehold on the American people, and we have to stand up and demand reform. As Americans, we cherish our democratic values and the core principles on which our nation was founded. It's obvious to me, however, that this system is not thriving the way that it should, or could, be. We have career politicians who have decided that their own financial well-being is more important than the people that they serve. These people have their own agendas and alliances, most of which the public isn't even made aware of when they are campaigning. Then, once elected, these scoundrels ignore their promises and policies that got them elected, so that they can become part of the pandering political machine to further build their own personal wealth and careers. Term limits for all elected positions in the United States could be the answer. It's time to embrace this change for a stronger America. With no expiration date on their terms, elected officials lose touch with the people they were meant to serve. There is no longer a need to accomplish anything while in office. In fact, it benefits the politicians to slow down any change in process or policy to ensure that they need to be elected again to see it through. It's time to level the playing field. By implementing term limits on all elected positions and offices, we ensure fresh perspectives and ideas are brought to the table. No longer will politicians become complacent, disconnected from the struggles of everyday citizens. Without term limits, the possibility of corruption increases. Long-serving politicians may become entangled in special interests and lose sight of what truly matters, the well-being of the American people. To further illustrate this point, look at the politicians who routinely degrade their opponents and are then later seen away from the political arena, having dinner, playing golf, or paying personal visits to their opposition. It's disgusting. This is the ultimate example of pandering and showmanship. Additionally, excessive terms in office can lead to public disillusionment and a lack of faith in our democracy. By instituting term limits, we can restore trust, encouraging more citizens to engage in the political process. Look back at historical examples, leaders who were thrust into political positions out of necessity. They didn't want to serve, but it was what was needed, so they did. Then after serving their terms, these politicians left office and went back to their normal lives. There was no such thing as a career politician in the early years of our country's independence. Politics wasn't a way of life, it was a means for change. Change begins with the power of the vote. Term limits ensure a more dynamic political landscape, with fresh candidates stepping up to the plate, representing the ever-evolving needs and aspirations of the American people. It's time to demand term limits. It's time for the American people to wake up and speak their minds. We need to find reform, and we need to pursue it with urgency. So, let's shift our democracy into high gear. Let's embrace term limits for a stronger America, where the pursuit of public service remains noble, selfless, and focused on the greater good. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to our channel for more thought-provoking content. Leave us a comment and let us know what you think, and how you're feeling about our current political landscape. As always, think freely. Discuss openly.